On your slit lamps, you have a couple different types of fixation. You have what's called a pinpoint fixation, where it's just one dot, and then you have what's called an annular fixation target, or a bullseye, like this, that focuses. So when the light of your fixation shines through, here you only get one point. But on the target, you get a bullseye. But sometimes these bullseye fixations, there's no object in here. You can't see anything even with the light on, and it's very probable that the little mirror has come off, the little mirror has come unglued, and it's fallen and is no longer reflecting the light of the target. And if you were to get to that, you'd have to take off the screws on either side and pull out the top hat portion. You might have to use a razor blade to go around to get it up, pull it out, and on this top hat there's an angled piece, and that should have the mirror on it. And what's glued on to this little angle, 45-degree angle, is a small mirror. And what has happened is, over time, the glue has broken down, and it's just fallen off and fallen inside, and so it doesn't reflect the light anymore. So you will need to take this apart and clean the old glue off of this top hat, and maybe clean the back of the mirror, clean that off, and then reattach it with a small drop of glue. And we use this. It's stronger, but if you don't have that, you could probably get away with using fingernail polish, but I'm not sure how long that'll last. So what you do is, after you've cleaned your top hat off with some kind of fuel cleaner and the mirror, just get a dab of glue, and put just a dab in the middle of the mirror, and then a dab on this angled piece. Let it sit for a little while until it becomes tacky, and then attach the mirror. And you can clean the mirror after you've glued it on with some Windex and a cotton swab. But if you wanted to see the inside of one of these, this is the target. This is the bullseye. And to get to that, you'd unscrew this focus handle, the little screw, and then you can slide this target out of the tube. Slide it out, and here it is. Sometimes these are very stiff from not being used very often, and that's okay because you normally keep it set at one position that you like, and you might have to put some lubrication in here so it'll move freely, and sometimes it moves too freely, and you'll have to put some. You could put some grease, some thick grease. I would put a dab of number 4 hog strike grease on that to give it a little bit of tension, because you don't want it to move too freely or it'll easily get out of focus. You want a little bit of tension there so it'll stay while you're moving it back and forth. So, and when you're putting it all back together, after your mirror has glued back onto your angle, then you would put it back in and you'd put the angled mirror to where the glass is, because that's what's going to be reflected. You put it back in, and then you can test it. You can put your light on and see if the mirror is still on. And you can clean this viewing glass with some Windex, and that'll help out too. I just wanted to show you that if you had lost this screw for the focusing handle, they do sell replacements for hog strike, but I'm not sure about other brands. But I was able to put a 1.7 by 3 millimeter screw, and it fit right in the trough, and that would work if you lost the screw. I think it's the same diameter as the screws in the side, maybe even the same size, but it's 1.7 by 3. And if you have to make it work, you can put a screw in there, put some fingernail polish or Loctite on the threads so it won't move much, and you can put it in there. And it's okay if the screw is a little longer and it sticks through, because the light is going to go around the threads and it will still shine on the target.